and we will do whatever it takes to serve our veterans as well as they have served us. This is a sacred trust. That's why we've already made one of the largest increases in funding for veterans in decades. We're treating the signature wounds of today's wars, post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injury, while providing the health care and benefits that all of our veterans have earned. And we're funding a post-9/11 GI Bill that helps our veterans and their families pursue the dream of a college education. Just as the GI Bill helped those who fought World War II, including my grandfather, become the backbone of our middle class, so today's servicemen and women must have the chance to apply their gifts to expand the American economy. Because part of ending a war responsibly is standing by those who have fought it. 2 weeks ago, America's final combat brigade in Iraq, the Army's 4th Stryker Brigade, journeyed home in the pre-dawn darkness. Thousands of soldiers and hundreds of vehicles made the trip from Baghdad, the last of them passing into Kuwait in the early morning hours. Over 7 years before, American troops and coalition partners had fought their way across similar highways. But this time, no shots were fired. It was just a convoy of brave Americans making their way home. Of course, the soldiers left much behind. Some were teenagers when the war began. Many have served multiple tours of duty, far from families who bore a heroic burden of their own, enduring the absence of a husband's embrace or a mother's kiss. Most painfully, since the war began, 55 members of the 4th Stryker Brigade made the ultimate sacrifice, part of over 4,400 Americans who have given their lives in Iraq. As one staff sergeant said, "I know that to my brothers in arms who fought and died, this day would probably mean a lot." Those Americans gave their lives for the values that have lived in the hearts of our people for over 2 centuries. Along with nearly 1.5 million Americans who have served in Iraq, they fought in a faraway place for people they never knew. They stared into the darkest of human creations, war, and helped the Iraqi people seek the light of peace. In an age without surrender ceremonies, we must earn victory through the success of our partners and the strength of our own nation. Every American who serves joins an unbroken line of heroes that stretches from Lexington to Gettysburg, from Iwo Jima to Incheon, from Khe Sanh to Kandahar. Americans who have fought to see that the lives of our children are better than our own. Our troops are the steel in our ship of state. And though our nation may be traveling through rough waters, they give us confidence that our course is true and that beyond the pre-dawn darkness, better days lie ahead. Thank you. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America and all who serve her.
This was President Obama's second Oval Office address, the first, of course, about the Gulf oil spill. This one, he announced the formal end of combat operations in Iraq, lasted more than 19 minutes. The president pledging not to leave Iraqis in a sensitive political time, urging Iraqi leaders to get their government up and running fast. In this speech, he paid tribute to former President George W. Bush for his, quote, support of our troops, his love of country, and commitment to security. President Obama compared his surge of troops in Afghanistan to President Bush's surge in Iraq, a move then Senator Obama and presidential candidate Obama vigorously opposed. President Obama asked for patience from the American people for the war in Afghanistan, saying just now the resources are there to go on the offense. The president used the spending for the wars to talk about what he called the most urgent task, restoring the economy. The president also praised the men and women in the U.S. military and their families for their sacrifice and service, calling the U.S. military the finest fighting force the world has ever known, the steel in our ship of state. Let's get reaction now from our panel. Steve Hayes, senior writer for the Weekly Standard. Juan Williams, news analyst for National